Good morning. I'm sorry. I was looking for my glasses and I can't find them. But, oh well, I don't need them. I only need them to see. Anybody out there? Marie, how are you doing? Fat Boy, Junkyard, Carolyn, 12B3. Glad to see you guys are all here. I was up. I didn't get up till 5:30, but I went to bed around 3:30 or 4 o'clock. I don't know. I got a 2.5 hour nap yesterday, and I thought, wow, at least I'm getting some sleep. And last night I sat there in my chair just tossing and turning in my recliner because that's how I sleep in a recliner, and I couldn't sleep. And I was up 3 times in the middle of the night. Finally, around 3:30, 4 o'clock, they were in your pocket. Well, I'm glad now. No, they're not in mine. Well, there. How's that? Any better? Yeah, there you go. Now I can read. So, like an idiot, I got to sleep yesterday, and probably shouldn't have done that, but I don't know what's the difference of getting sleep yesterday or not getting sleep today. So, went to the bone density doctor yesterday, her test, and I got the results back. They called me yesterday, and everything's fine. My bone density is fine. So I'm glad for that. Now I go to the orthopedic surgeon today and see what he has to say. So, they're nice, Carolyn. I bought these. I think I give 50 cents. I believe, right? I give 50 cents for it at a yard sale. So, I go to the orthopedic surgeon today, so I find out what he wants to do. Hopefully, he can figure out one way of ending one of my pains, So, I take that medicine. I was talking to some people last night on another live stream. You know who I'm talking about. Frugal Farmer, how are you doing this morning? And every time I take that medicine, about an hour after I take it, I feel like, I'm brittle, like I'm ready to break in half. Everything I touch, I feel like if I put too much pressure on it, I'm going to break my arm or my leg, or, you know what I'm saying? It just feels like, it makes me really weak. So I think I'm going to try taking it, next to before I go to bed or something like that. That way I can, I'm not up and about and walking around or anything like that, so it's not bothering me so bad. So, Tiz Lisa, how are you doing? 9 people here, 6:07 in the morning. But I actually fell asleep. I don't know. It had to have been after 4 o'clock, and I woke up at, I don't know, just around 5:30, but by the time I get everything ready, I couldn't get it started before 6 o'clock. And evidently my wife must knew I was tired because she didn't even wake me up. So. Good morning, Laura. How are you doing? $10:08 in the morning for you in Ireland. That's nice. I was talking to old Mucker last night, and there was a couple people that are in here that was there, at least one, and he says, "I am your future because I am talking to you. I am talking to you tomorrow." And it was after midnight there, but it was 8 o'clock here, so it was kind of neat. Um, Laura, that when you do your Google Hangouts, you go over here to your left side of your screen on your Google. And you take your arrow and you just go over here to the left side of your screen, and this black box opens up, and it has chat, screen share, cameraman, toolbox, and control room, and then there's three dots. And it says recent apps. You go to the toolbox, you click that, and when you go to that toolbox and you click it, a box over here on your right side will open up, and it'll say your channel name. And then you can change your channel name or your name to anything you want. And then you can go down. I'll show you. So you can change your channel name. And then down there is a tagline that you can put something in, and I wrote in channel love, channel love. Then it says colors. Well, then you do your colors. It's got red, yellow, blue, or green. And let's see. And then you go back over here and you close out the toolbox. Well, before you do that, there's a slide bar up at the top, and you got to slide that over to lock it in place to turn it on. You go over here and shut your toolbox off, and you're done. You got to make sure you have it. Some people don't have it. I didn't know how to do it. Somebody taught me how to do it too. So, yeah, I got a cameraman. I don't know what the cameraman is. I can check that out real quick. Let's see. Show the participants in your broadcasting with this button. Okay, it's just other things. You can hide their audio from people that are on with you. You can hide video leads or broadcast large videos. So, just something that the cameraman can do. So, toot, 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 toot. Is that what you call it there? That way? Or double O pet? Yeah, you have a toolbox. So in that toolbox, when you open it up or click on it, it should open up a box on the right-hand side. So. Fruit roll up. That's fun. So how's everybody this morning? Yep. It's in your toolbox on your right side, or on your on your left, might be on my left side of the screen. And when you hit that toolbox, box will open up on the right side, and it'll let you do the stuff over there on the right. Well, that's good, Carolyn. I'm glad you support several of us. Yep. I tried to show Marker how to do it yesterday, and he couldn't get it to do it because he said he didn't have it in his toolbox. So I don't know. I don't know whether if you just are getting Hangouts installed recently, if it still has it in there, if it's something that they took out, I don't know. When you do your Hangouts, Carolyn, you got a Hangout screen box up here, and when you do your Hangout, because I'm not in YouTube no more, I'm just using YouTube for my chat room, but I'm in Hangouts and I'm broadcasting through YouTube. But when you're in your Hangouts, you just go over to your left side, take your mouse and scroll over to the left side of your screen, and a black box will open up, and there'll be 4 or 5 apps in it. And you just go to the one that looks like a toolbox, you click that, and then another box on the right side will open up, and it'll have everything in there you want to do. It'll have your channel name, and you can keep that or you can change it, and then you can put a new tag name in, change it color, and then you hit the switch to turn it on, and then you just come out of it. That's me and my lovely bride. Prism wallet. Hangout is what, if you go into your video manager on your channel, and where it says live streams, you click live streams and you click events, and there's plenty of videos on it. It's hard for me to explain because I really don't know how it works either, Carolyn. Just find go to YouTube and just find a video, Google Hangouts, and there's thousands of videos out there to show you how to access Google Hangouts, how to run it, how to work it. So that's probably the best way to tell you how to do it. Not that I wouldn't like to tell you how to do it. It's just I'm probably not the best person to show you. Yeah. At least it won't seal up there, huh, fat boy? Yeah, that's me. I try to keep everything simple. I'm not smart. As far as technical, I'm not smart. I do have common sense, but that's about all I got going for me. Moose Knuckle, I am so glad you're here, man. I have not seen you in a long time. How are you doing, man? And it would be nice if they wouldn't question why a chicken crosses the road, wouldn't it? So, if you guys haven't showed Moose Knuckle Outdoors some channel love, you got to go to that channel and show him some channel love. This guy's absolutely hilarious. He's got the funniest videos. My wife loves him. Every time he comes, he pops out a new video, she watches it. She says, "Hey, did you see Moose?" And I have to go and see Moose because I can't get his bell to ring for some reason, but my wife does. Absolutely a great channel. That's just one of his side channels. It's actually MD Outdoors is his regular channel, and you can go to that one too. But if you like a good joke, like some comedy, something funny, go to Moose and show him some channel love. I'm sure he'd appreciate it. So, I love Moose's channel. I won a contest in Moose's. I'm waiting. He's supposed to do a hand drawing, rendering artist drawing of me. And when he does and sends it to me, I will put it on a video. I'll do a mail call, and I will show you the handiwork of Moose Knuckles. Well, that's good, Tis Lisa. I'm glad everybody's wanting to show everybody some channel love. That's what I keep telling everybody. This is one great big family. I can't say happy family because not everybody's happy in YouTube land. Some people are just, they were born with a thorn in their foot for some reason. They just got to be a pain to everybody. So but we're all one family. So, and we all know what I'm talking about because we all got that crazy cousin or that goofy uncle or, that certain special somebody that we love dearly, but we don't want anybody to know we're related to. You know what I'm saying? Well, Moose is, well, he was in here. I don't know if he's still in here or not, but he was in here. There's Moose Knuckles Outdoors. I wish we all lived in a world where chicken could cross the road without getting motorist questions. So, Laugh Mountain, yep, Uncle Buck. You're right. I love that show. I love it when he's out there on the grill, making in the grill in the kitchen, making that pancake with a snow shovel. Okay. Lisa says, please come watch hers. It's just 3 or 4 minutes long, and she does a lot of singing. Well, we'll have to go and watch her sing. Are you blocked from Moose Knuckle there? Double O Fat? Because we're all seeing Moose Knuckle. So, I don't know if you heard it, Fat Boy, but starting next week, we are going to, in the mornings or whatever, like 7 o'clock, I'm going to ask for people to just type in a name and I will write them down. And then every day, um, we'll get a like a prayer list, and we'll have spend a couple of minutes, and we won't have to say you don't have to say prayer or anything, but just keep these people in your thoughts during the day or at night before you go to bed or whatever. So it'll be a lot easier. I think it'd be something nice for the community. So, you know, I don't know. I show how many you got. Double O. There was a bad shooting in Florida. Yeah, it's too bad. Just everybody can't get along. Um, Sorry to hear about the shooting down here in Florida. 941 loyal subjects. Okay, there, double O. Good morning, Picker. How are you doing this morning? You're in Pennsylvania, and your granny kids are there too. Okay. There was another high school shooting, Laura. No, not too bad. Rick, bone density test come back. All my bones are strong still, so I don't know. I gotta go to the orthopedic surgeon. I gotta be there at 10:30 this morning, so I'll be getting off here at 8 o'clock. So oh yeah, yeah. It was a couple of weeks ago that happened. Yeah. That's pretty much got everybody buzzing now about some new laws and stuff, but I'm not getting into that. So, did you get a lot of snow there, Marie? Yeah, that's sad. Oh, I know. It is sad. You got 3 inches? Well, at least you didn't get the 20 like everybody else is getting or whatever. So, you know. That's why I asked Gene Chambers yesterday if you keep a snow shovel inside the house. He said just for that reason. Then again, if you get 3 or 4 feet of snow and you got a storm door on your house, a lot of good it's going to do to have a snow shovel on because you won't be able to open the door. You know. Yeah. Of snow, Rick? Of snow? 8 inches? Um, I got me a package. It was sent to me from Kim Fife. I'm going to do a mail call on it. I know what it is. Um, he has a CPAP machine and he has extra masks and stuff that he doesn't need. He uses the brand new and he doesn't use them. And he says, hey, let me send you a mask and see if it works for your CPAP machine. So I'm going to do a mail call on it, open it up, and I'm going to look at it and I'll check it out and I'll put it on my CPAP machine and see how good it works. So, and hopefully, maybe that'll help me get some better sleep. Okay, good night, Laura. Have a good one. That's fine. That's fine. We all that if we don't bring that up, every once in a while, we're all going to forget it and get complacent, and we don't need to get complacent here. I can see the resemblance there, Double O. You guys are really close. I bet you're first cousins. So, do you like to go to the movie theaters there, Double O? Sit in the back row? No, no. You got 8 inches of snow there, Picker Rick? Really? Well, I hope you're going to show it to us on the channel. So, if you got 8 inches of snow out there, that means that rooster of yours is walking around all up to his cock-a-doodle-doo. Kim and Pee. Oh, Kim and Pee Wee are cousins. Yeah. Uh, I don't think so. They're Kim. Kim is he's a little bit on the bigger side than Pee Wee Herman. I think he's close to a Pee Wee Herman. Okay, you got video you're gonna show this morning? Well, that didn't last long. So I don't know. You know, an empty cup means you have to fill it. So well, when you have your live stream, I'll get on there and I'll see that video, I guess. So I think I'm gonna have to probably buy a new refrigerator here. That thing, I don't know. I wonder what that noise was when it finally shut off. Its refrigerator's starting to sound or get a little loud. So, you know. Hi, Stella. It's Hey, Stella. So, hopefully, I don't have to replace it for another few months. But written in blood. Good morning. How are you doing today? I'm decent, I guess. Halfway decent. So, I got to go to the doctors at 10:30 this morning. 10, yeah, no, 10:20. Got to be doctors at 10:20. So then I got to go Thursday. I had to take you guys along with me. Go Thursday to the hospital and get blood drawn. So another 14 vials of blood. So won't that be fun? So I should do that. I should video it. And right when they're just about ready to stick me, I should just scream. Scream so loud like a blood curdling scream, you know, like a Jason scream. And then run out to the lobby and see how many people passed out. So that would be funny. That would be really funny. Well, I'm thinking of it because I can hear it out here ticking. That thing loses about 10 minutes a day. But, you know, if there's no power, at least this thing still works. No. No. I did that about 8 months ago. I was there. I didn't video it, but there's this guy in the lobby, and he's sitting there, you know, and he's shaking his legs and stuff like that. He said, "Man, I hate this." And you know, he's talking, and somebody said, "Well, what do you hate about it?" He said, "Needles scare me." He said, "Every time I get blood drawn, I like to pass out. I can't take it. It scares me." And I'm thinking, all right, I got me a fish on the hook. So I'm in there, and the guy's getting ready to get set, you know, to stab me. And I'm telling him, "Hey, man, there's a guy out there that's really afraid of needles." He says, "Really?" I said, "Yeah." The guy's telling me about ready to pass out, you know, and they give it to him. And he's like this. He's probably about this far away from me. And he said, "Okay, I'm gonna put this in now. It's gonna be a little poke." I go, "Oh!" And that guy, I don't know what happened out there in the lobby, but the guy giving me the shot or taking my blood, he couldn't do it. He sat there and he like this, shook. They had to have somebody else come in and do it. He said, "Man, you scared the hell out of me." I'm laughing my ass off. He couldn't do it. So every time I go in there, I happen to get him. His name's Steve. And I said, "I promise I won't yell." He said, "Man, don't, because you scared the hell out of me." I said, "I wonder what it did to the guy out there in the lobby." I wish I could have went out there and seen what happened. I wonder if that guy did pass out, but that would have been funny. So you're right. Tomorrow is never promised. So that's what I tell a lot of people. So, Do, do, do. Now, see what I missed? Yeah. So 7 people, 6:34 in the morning. All right. So, but you know, that's about all I got going on. So, what do you guys got going on today? So, you're right. They're double O. Well, that's good. How is she doing? I you guys weren't on when I finally went back into the recliner last night, and I just, you know, I don't know. I wasn't feeling good after I took my medicine again, and I don't know what it is that's doing it to me, but well, I'm glad she's doing a little better. I tried talking to her the other day about it. It's just that, kids are kids, and they're all going to move away, sooner or later, and you just can't. You know, the best you can hope for is that they come back home and see you and talk to you and all everything else, But they all go away. So, what surgery you got to have done there, fat boy? Thanks, sir, written. So, all three of my kids, they live within 10, 12 miles at the most, But I know my wife misses them some days when my daughter calls every day, but sometimes my son doesn't call. I was gonna ask who won the goulash cook-off. What number was you, Rick? You were number one. Okay. I actually voted for number three because that's what it looks similar to the goulash we make up here, and we use elbow macaroni, hamburger, tomato, onion. You know, um, my wife said she's going to make a goulash video, and then because it's different in every part of the world, and every state, goulash is different. So yeah, and that's something, Stella. Use the same needle over and over and over. Yeah. Well, good, fat boy. Good. How much, if I can ask, fat boy, how much do you weigh, man? Three was Susan. Okay. You would have voted for number three. That's because that's what goulash looks like. Well, according to us up here, goulash is elbow macaroni, and then you have tomato, hamburger, and we use tomato juice and onions and some uh, Hungarian goulash has like country girl said no, it doesn't have beans in it. I worked in a restaurant and we served Hungarian goulash, and yeah, it does have beans in it. You put kidney beans in it. So, and that's what goulash looks like up here. You weigh 490, okay, and you had to have how much did you have to lose, fat boy, to get the guy a gastric bypass? Sam Stevens, how are you doing, sweetheart? You lost 109, so you were almost 600 pounds. Okay. Well, that's good, fat boy. That's good. Big E's. Um, he's had that gastro bypass too, and he is down to I think four. He was at 600 pounds or something like that, and he's down to 400 and something right now, which is good. Um, I lost 150 pounds and 54 pounds, and I gained a couple pounds back because of the holidays and stuff. But then I went to the doctor yesterday, and I lost 4 pounds or 2 pounds since the week before last. So I'm not doing too bad. So, well, that's good that you met and exceeded the goal. You're hot and sweaty and not from good stuff. Oh, well, that's too bad, Sam. That's too bad. Uh, if it was from the good stuff, I hope you got a video of it. So. Oh, you weighed 490. Okay. I thought you meant you weigh 490 now and you lost 109 pounds. That would make you 599 pounds. Okay, so you were close to 500. Well, that's good. Well, then if you lost 109 at 490, so you're down at 380 something. So you're not. That's pretty good. I had to reread that there, Sam. I'm just finishing and organizing and cleaning for Amy. The organizing what got me. And I had to reread that word. So, not that my mind was in the gutter or whatever, but I haven't got my glasses on. So, Rick got to go get some more coffee. So, well, I'm glad there, Double O, that you um, are going to get that done because you're going to feel a lot better in about 6 months. You're going to lose 65, 70, 80, 100 pounds, and then you're going to feel a lot better. And at 390, you'll probably lose 130 pounds, probably. So you get down to 170, 200. If you got down to 200, that'd be nice, you know. Yes, because you lot spell it with a Z. um, you might want to check your height there again, there, fat boy, or Double O. I was 6'3" when I was in high school. When I got measured, when I went into the service, they measured me at 6'3", actually 6'3" and a quarter, and I weighed 206 pounds. Well, they measured me yesterday, and I come up 5'11" and 3/4. So I lost, basically 3 inches in height, and that's due to the compression of my bones. All my joints are compressed that much. So, yeah, you should easily lose 100 pounds in 6 months. So, are you having a gastric bypass? Are you having a sleeve, or are you having the band? That's right. Better take care of yourself now because you're just a kid. How old are you? I'm a demon in a little package. You sure are, Sam. Yeah, you do. So, and mean old Mr. Gravity, does it to you. Plus the wear and tear in your joints and everything. If you live a hard active lifestyle, your joints are all going to be worn. And so that's what I'm having problems with now. My joints are all worn. I'm losing the cushion in my joints, my spine and everything. So you're 45, yeah. So you're having a sleeve, okay. I had there's probably too much information, but I had the gastric bypass, and that's where they go in. They cut your stomach in two pieces. So both pieces, you take your small intestine from one part of your stomach, and they cut it, and then they put a hole in the other part of the other stomach, and they run the uh, small intestine to that, and then run your small intestine to where it's got to go. And then that way, when you eat, it goes into your one stomach, and by the time your food goes to the other part of your stomach, it metabolizes out even more, and then you lose more weight that way. Your knees are shot, and so is your back, and you're 43. I've lost 154 pounds so far. So, and I'm at 282 pounds. So, I would like to lose another 50 or 60. But it's hard because I'm coming up on a year and a half now already of having this. So, and I'm starting to, eat. So, but this is not helping me not being able to move with my arthritis and stuff. All right, old mucker. I had it done in August of 2016. So, yeah, I know it's about control. I have to. The worst of it was is because I was maybe able to start to eat again, and then the holidays came. Before I still couldn't eat much in September, and then October I started to eat a little bit more. Well, then the holidays came, Thanksgiving, and then Christmas, and then New Year's, and so I've yesterday the only thing I had all day long, I had 2 tacos for lunch, and then I had dinner last night. I had 3 tacos. I bought 5 tacos at a taco store, so I had 5 tacos yesterday, and so, but that was for the entire day. So, but I remember when I could eat a half a taco, and I could eat the other half for dinner. You know what I mean? So, or eat a popsicle, and the popsicle was full, filling. So, you're right, Sam. You're absolutely right. Yep. Oh, gonna start eating more salads and stuff like that. I couldn't eat salads for the longest time because of my I was on warfarin, and the amount of food that I was able to take in if I ate salads would affect my warfarin levels. And I had to have, for the first year, I had to have 110 grams of protein every day. Well, if you can't eat, try to get 110 grams of protein in every day. That is something. So basically, the entire first year when I ate was basically everything I ate was meat, just to get the protein, and maybe 3 or 4 ounces of milk a day because that's all I could drink. And that was hard because I had so many injuries to my body that I needed the protein to heal myself. So, I do eat roast chicken and uh, salad every once in a while. But I took my wife out to lunch yesterday, and that's why we had tacos. So my cholesterol was fine. They couldn't believe it. My cholesterol, I don't even have cholesterol problems actually. So yeah, holidays also do it for me, Stella. So, but I don't have cholesterol. I don't eat a lot of sweets. I don't, indulge in desserts and all that other stuff. Uh, No, I I didn't eat. I brought it home, so I wasn't. I ate. Yeah, I had tacos twice yesterday, but it was from the same meal. But we hardly ever go out. We always eat here, 95% of the time. So unless we're pressed for time, and then we'll run to Taco Bell or something like that and get something. But 95% of the time we eat home cooked meals here. Um, I like potatoes, but I don't get to eat them that often. Um, and if I do, they're always baked potatoes, and I bake them with garlic on them. So I make a roasted baked potato or smashed potato with roasted garlic baked potatoes. I make them that way, and but we have a lot of. I make a lot of egg bakes here, which are with ham and tomatoes, and if I have asparagus, I'll put asparagus in it, and green pepper, and onions, and I try to put as many vegetables in it as I can. And we don't, that's not fried, that's baked. So eggs are good protein. So, but I'll make an egg bake, and it'll be in a 9 by 13 or pan about this big, and 9 by 11 or something like that. And it'll be enough for me and Mrs. Iron Dog for 3 breakfasts a piece. So, it'll last me. I make it on Monday, we'll have it till Wednesday. So, no, but we try to cook. We don't like to fry too much stuff, cook on with a lot of oil or whatever. You're right there, Double O. And if you can get a hold of a lot of deer meat, which don't have a lot of fat, that'll be a lot better for you. Well, thank you, Amber. I love to cook. Actually, I do. Um, I love to make stuff. Um, but there's some stuff that I can eat, and then there's some stuff I can't. Like I used to love spaghetti. Yeah, I'm not mad at you, Amber. I used to love spaghetti. We used to have spaghetti, at least one time a week. Now we have it probably once a month. And I'll get a dish of spaghetti, and I can eat 2 or 3 bites of it. And then I have to wait for 20, 30 minutes to my stomach gets acclimated, I guess, to the spaghetti for some reason. And then I can finish my bowl of spaghetti. But until then, I can't eat it because my stomach does flip flops and all this other stuff, and it's telling me no. Until finally it'll let me eat it. But and it's not that I'm eating a lot. It's just I guess it's that kind of pasta or whatever that bothers me or whatever. But I'm gonna. Have you seen the air fryer ovens? It's made by the air fryer, and now this thing has got like 4 trays you can put in it. We're gonna get one of them. Air fryer oven, and it says it's better than the original air fryer because actually you don't have to pull a basket out and flip anything upside down or whatever, or roll everything around because it actually sits on a grill, or grate, and you cook it on a grate, and the air can get around it. You don't have to do no flipping or moving or anything like that. So, oh, I bet, Sam, I bet. They kept trying to tell me I had gout, so they did tests for gout and stuff like that. And a lot of gout, it's pink, red meat and stuff does it. And they found out I don't have gout, so I'm glad of that because I do like beef. Um, so, but I like chicken. I like pork chops, but my wife likes to fry them, and I like to have them. I like to fry them just a little bit, brown them, and then put them in the oven in a pan with mushroom soup over them. And then they're nice and tender, pork tender that way. Well, you all talk amongst yourselves for a second. Let me go get another cup of coffee. And make sure you put your chat room on live chat, because you could be losing or missing some other chat that people are saying. Well, that will be nice, Sam. Right? Can't have MSG. Well, hello, Jeanette. How are you doing? Now, see, I was a diabetic before I had my operation. Now I'm not. I was stage, 2. I took 1,000 milligrams of metformin twice a day for it. So, but I don't have that no more. Big Dog Leather, good morning. How are you doing this morning? Yeah, sorry to hear that, Jeanette. My cousin wants me to be his personal trainer again. Oh. Sam's a fitness guru. So. 10 people. 6:59, 7 o'clock. I don't know about this daylight savings time crap, because it's darker now than it was before. It's 7 o'clock in the morning. It should be daylight. Yeah, Jeanette. That's the thing. It took them 4 years before I could get a knee replacement. They waited so long. Then I gained so much weight, and I couldn't have it done because I was too heavy. And they were afraid I'd have a heart attack, and all this other stuff. And then I had to have a gastro bypass in order to lose enough weight to have the knee operation so I could walk again. The insurance companies here are playing God with your life. Is it still going? Is it going now? Okay, Amber, we'll say prayers for your nephew. Well, hopefully they call you today, Jeanette, and um, give you some good news. That'd be nice. Like I said, but here the insurance companies play God with you, and whatever they decide is what happens. You know, and I don't think that's right. I don't think the insurance company should have one bit of say in it. You know, how much do they want you to lose there, Jeanette? Hmm. Wow, that's big. That's a big kid. Sure, you didn't come out walking there, Sam? Oh man, I don't know about that. I've done the injections. You know, no. But you have lost a lot of weight, haven't you, Jeanette? Mary, how are you doing this fine, fine morning? Glad to see you're here. You still here, Marie? I bet. Not at 10 pounds. No. Good morning, Mary. Marie. Okay. I could have there, Grizz, but I woke up late myself. I didn't start till 6 Eastern Standard Time. So, but you had nothing better to do anyways, Grizz, but sleep. And sleep is so overrated. I understand, Jeanette. That was my problem. I couldn't walk because of my knee. I couldn't lose weight, and I gained weight because of my knee because I couldn't get up and do anything. I spent 4 years in a recliner, wheelchair, and a walker because I couldn't walk. The only place I went in 4 years was to the doctors, and that was every 3 or 4 months. I stayed in the house. I had cabin fever so bad you wouldn't believe it. So. Yeah, good morning, Gris. You got work to do. That was a big baby there, Sam. No kidding. 10 pounds, something else. Boy, that's a big kid. Bet it's got meat hooks on it the size of mine, probably. So. My oldest was born. He was 8 pounds, 5 3/4 ounces when he was born. You're right there, Grizz. Life passes you while you sleep. Huh. I fell asleep around 3:30, 4 o'clock this morning and woke up at 5:30. Silly me. Good morning, Kevin. You on your way or going to start your way to? My brother's got to go have a heart cath this morning. He's got to be there at 9:30. So hopefully, say a prayer for him and hopefully everything goes okay for him. The granddaughter was 10 pounds, 7 ounces, and now she's pregnant again. Oh, God. Yeah, I understood what you're saying. Your daughter's pregnant again, not your granddaughter. Yeah. Yeah. You didn't work last night, or did you work, Kevin? 8 pounds, 13 ounces. Well, Jeanette, I know you meant 8 pounds, 13 ounces, but it says 81 pounds, 13 ounces. That's a big kid. You're right there, Amber. Maybe you need to sleep, old mucker. Maybe you finally need to sleep. All right. Well, I love you, Kevin, and have Ty call us if there's anything that needs to be called about. Yeah. Stop eating whatever she was eating when she had that kid, huh, there, Sam? You worked till 3 this morning? For you guys that don't know, Kevin is my twin brother. So, and you can see a video of us. That's my brother Kevin. I'm his brother Keith. That's my brother Kevin. I'm his brother Keith. So, I know. We got a slacker in here, huh, Sam? There you go. Old Mucker says it best. He says, I can't get that out of my mind. No. I'm going to have to check out your, everybody's going to have to check out your Bigfoot. I told them that they spotted a Bigfoot in your driveway and nobody believed me. Your neighbor did. Can't stop saying it. You're right. Maybe that video will go viral. That would be funny. Yeah, Sasquatch. The neighbor's seen one in his driveway. Maybe that's right. You're right, Grizz. He didn't want everybody to know he had somebody ugly just like him. Hello, I am Korean. No, you look like Megan. So, so we know right now from the start that you're probably a troll because you're not Korean. You are Megan. No, I'm sorry, you're not Megan. Uh, now that we got the picture big enough, uh, but you don't have any content. So, how are you doing? What is your name? The only hairy beast you know is Grizz. Well, that's what I was thinking there, Picker Rick. But Brad, oh, no, that's okay. You can hide her. She didn't have any content, and mine. Hello, I am Korean. Well, you know, I don't know too much about that, but would be nice if she just said, "Hey, my name is this, and I am Korean." But I thought it was Megan at first until I, got the picture up on the full screen so I could see her. So, but if she is what she is, she'll come back. So, I mean, if she is what she says she is, she'll come back. So, that's okay. I'm pretty sure that one is a troll. So, I don't know. They just can't be happy. Kush Desai, how are you doing today? Do, do, do. Lego Mindstorming. I showed you some channel love there, Kush. I know, Grizz. Trolls need loving too. So, I love you too, Kevin. Be careful. Let us know. So, and I'll say a prayer for you. And I'll put you in a bad boys corner. That would be funny, Amber. But I don't think you can. I'll check your channel out some more. I see you got content. You only got 15 or 16 subscribers, but I see you have content. So beats the last person that was in here had no subscribers and no content. So yeah, it is fair. And Grizz, would you like to maybe do a little retribution towards Amber. I can take away her lunch for a little bit. No. I don't play with Grandpa Grizzly. I know. No. I love you too, Amber. Yeah, that's funny. I know what you meant there, Chris. 12 people, quarter after 7 in the morning. Um, I don't know if June's going to have a video out this morning or not, or a live stream. So I am going to go till 8 o'clock or maybe a few minutes after, but that's about it. So I have to get ready to go to church, go to the doctor. So Michigan, Cush, Michigan, USA. Good morning, JD. How are you doing? I haven't seen Allie today. I didn't get on till a little after 6. So I don't know if she was on her way to Grammys or not. That's right. You ain't no troll there, Gris. So don't be scared. Miss Raina, good morning. Carolyn, 12, be free. You are back. Are you still sore from your accident, Carolyn? At least you had full coverage on your car. So. And the snow has begun. It's snowing here in Michigan too now. So. She's shoveling right now. I know. No offense, but I don't think she had to be shoveling. You know, I don't. At 50 years old, I don't think anybody had to shovel snow anymore. You know what I'm saying? So, they're looking at 10 to 14 inches. Maniac Grammy, how are you doing this fine morning? You're gonna wash your car because you got sun this morning? There you go. I would even shovel it because it's supposed to be warm next week, or in a couple of days, isn't it? Hell, this melt by then. Well, there you go. How long before you pick her up there, Sam? 12 to 18 inches. Damn. Well, don't panic. I remember here in Michigan when we used to get snowfalls like that all the time. That was, back in the 70s and the early 80s. And then it just, kind of petered out or whatever. We get snow, but we don't get it like that anymore. We used to get, lots of snow. We'd have snow by the 1st of November. Now it don't snow till December or middle of December. So. You have to go to the doctor's at 9. Well, you got an hour and 45 minutes my time. So. For the garden? Yeah. Third storm in 9 days. You are right. You guys are really getting blasted over there. Then again, thank God it's snow and it's not wind and rain and hail and stuff like that, because there'd be a lot more damage done than there is now. So I realize snow is nothing to sneeze at or whatever, because it does do a lot of damage, but nothing like wind and rain and hail can do. So never took a Uber. I've never took a Uber either. Well, yeah, if you got a lot of wind with it, that can cause some damage. So snowing and drifting, blowing and everything. But make sure you guys, if you got vents that are coming out inside your houses, that the snow's not blocking them. Your vents. You got the high efficiency furnaces. They don't have chimneys on them, and they bring them right out the side. So make sure you got those are all cleared out, so you're not, it's not blocking the furnace. That and your laundry room too, for your dryer. Make sure that that's not blocked. That's a good thing you picked it up for him there, Double O. I hate to have Grizz lose that. I took a Uber and still had to wipe the same way. Yeah, that's right, Grizz. Never been in a Uber car. I thought about doing it, but I checked on it, and insurance is going to be triple what it is, and this town is small. I wouldn't get very much business, so no, I wasn't going to do it. No. Well, you're lucky. I think another thing, if you guys have the opportunity and you have a snow blower or something, and you would be to go around your house, completely around your house, do 3 or 4 paths around your house, and get blow the snow away from your house. Um, because when it starts to melt, all that snow piled up by your house is going to leak into your basements. It don't matter how good sealed you have it, your basements are going to get some water in them when you have 25, 30 inches of snow sitting next to it. So if you get it 8, 10 feet away, your basements will stay a lot drier that way. Okay. Let me check my messages. Oh my God, the garbage man's here. He's late. He's usually here at 7 o'clock. Let's see. Hopefully, gotta love this fast computer. Are you talking about Facebook here, Rick? Yeah, it must be, because I got 3 messages in my Facebook. Okay. And I probably have no idea. Come on, open up. You gotta love internet speed and computers. Okay. Well, yeah, you got some snow. I see some Scooby tracks running around in the yard. That's pretty neat. Well, like I was saying there, Rick, with 8 inches of snow, I'm pretty sure your rooster's running around with snow clear up to his cock-a-doodle-doo. So, well, that's a good little mucker. Get the bike out and ride it. Not bad for having a hell of a snowstorm last week. So, which comment was that, Grizz? Yeah. You have both yours, so evidently Fat Boy must have found one from someplace else that somebody must have dropped. Lipstick Surferito, how are you doing? Good to see you here. I don't think JD's mad at you. Oh. Sam leave? Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see her go. If you're still here, bye, Sam. That's, a lot of people do that for the insulation purposes, but I would think once it starts to melt, your basements get flooded from all that water, you know, especially if it, warms up to like 50 degrees over, in one day or something like that. Now you're 18 degrees above freezing and things are going to melt quick. And if your house is, reflecting the sun down towards the snow, I'm sure it's going to, melt even faster. So that's just my take on it. I mean, I don't have that problem. We don't get 20 inches of snow, but if we did, I think if I could, I would get out there with my snow blower and try to move it away from the house a little bit. So, but then again, I got a big sump pump or I got a good sump pump in the sump, and then I have a 900 gallon minute 3 inch submersible sump that I can drop down and plug in, and it's a floor pump or whatever you want to call it. You can drop it in a pond or you can drop it on the floor, and pump out water that way. So now I was checking on hoses for that because I think a 30-foot hose with it. Maybe it's a 50-foot hose. They want $300 for a 100-foot hose for that. I don't think I'm going to go that route. So Keith, I did this and it disappeared on my screen. Huh. Well, it's here now. I don't know what happened to it. Won't let you do that with the other finger. Well, um, your first one that says, Keith, I did this and it disappeared on my screen. Well, it's showing it on mine. And then on the other one, it's saying I did this and it won't let me do it with the other finger. Well, it's letting you do it up here. I see it, Grizz. Maybe you changed your settings. Maybe you got up in the middle of the night and got a conscience on you wanting to be a saint and you decided you wouldn't swear no more and you changed the settings on your YouTube. Did you? Just saying, Grizz. People do a lot of things in the middle of the night when they're tired and sleepy and, I don't know. That is odd. I don't know. I did go into my settings yesterday and I put in a few words that cannot be said here no more because 2 days in a row we've had, or 3 days in a row, we've had some guy come in and decide that, he wanted to wage war on black people. So I changed some settings, some names and some words that cannot be said. So you can't say M-epper or epper no more. You can't say the N-word. I think there's a couple other words I put in there. Well, you don't let people know you got a conscience anymore there, Grizz? Idaho Hillbilly just posted a video. Big change coming to the homestead. Yeah. And yeah, it says you got both of them. And then Double O said, hey, you dropped one and he sent one to you. So I don't know why you couldn't do it. It's got to be on your side, not my side. So, no. Yeah, I just, I don't know. I went in there yesterday and changed some of that stuff because I just, I don't want that kind of stuff on my channel. I just, the racist stuff, that has no place. And I know it's just a troll trying to keep the fires burning, or whatever, but should report their channel. But a lot of good it does because YouTube doesn't care, But if it was one of the mega channels that it was happening on, YouTube would be all over that. That guy would be out of there so quick he'd have splinters on his hiney from getting tossed down the floor, slid out the door. So, but they don't care about smaller channels. They just care about the ones that are making them buku bucks. That's right. I'm talking to you, YouTube. I'm just as important as the one that has 50 million subscribers. So. JD, it's getting bad. Well, just make sure you stay inside there, Grammy. Yeah, make a snowman. It'll last all summer. I had a friend would come over, and he'd call all the time before he'd come over and say, hey, you guys going to be home? I'm coming to town. I'll be showing up. Yeah. Well, I brought home a thermos one time, one of them great big old water jugs, like a 2-gallon jug. And I left it on the back porch, and it had ice water in it. Well, he come walking in, and he shook that, and he said, hey, you got ice water in that thermos. I said, yeah, I know. Well, about a week later, he shows up again. I called and said, oh, I'm coming up to town. You guys going to be home? Yep. I went out there, and I put ice water back in that thermos again. He come in, he said, hey, man, that thing's still got ice water. And I said, I know, it's a good thermos. Well, I did this for about 3 months, and this is in the heat of the summer, He come in, I ain't never seen a thermos like that, whole ice water like that. I said, that's the best thermos I've ever had, But it's kind of funny. He never knew that I was doing that to him every time, so. Oh, hey, Stella, let's see. It could be YouTube monitoring it, so I don't know. Yeah, I don't care if they get mad. What are they going to do, Rick? They still got my channel in review. It's been in review for 20-some days already. For this time, but it's been in review since November 18th or something like that. So what are they going to do to me? Hold my channel in review? I don't know how I can be a YouTube partner and still have my channel in review. I don't understand that. So evidently I must have pushed the wrong button someplace, you know, upset somebody, one of the YouTube gods. So and I don't know. You got all these mega channels and stuff. I've never been to one of them, so I I don't care to watch some guy running around, you know, acting like a 9-year-old playing to 15, 16, 17-year-olds, trying to get them all to be on his, you know, channel so he can make millions or whatever. Because to me, that's just it's actually childish because you know he's playing to the crowd instead of you know doing what you originally set out to do on your YouTube channel. That's funny, Grizz. Yeah. No. You got the idea from Paul Harvey? Yeah, I love Paul Harvey, man. I used to listen to him every day. And now you know the rest of the story. But he's the same guy that told me about the farmer and the veterinarian. I'll tell it to you real quick, pass a little time. Veterinarian goes over to this farmer's house, and this is a true story. And the farmer says that, you know, he needed some, his cows needed shots and, you know, needed some veterinarian work. So the veterinarian did it. You know, he gave the cows some shots, did some checkups on a few of them, and helped birth a calf. And when he got done, farmer said to him, say, hey, I got one more thing. He said, well, what do you got? He said, how much you charge me to fix this dog right here? He said, well, $65. Bring him to the vet and, you know, bring him to the shop and I'll do him there. He said, no, no, no. Do him right here because I ain't got time to take him there. Just go ahead and do it right here and I'll pay you for it. Well, the vet said, you know, it's not the sterile thing. He said, don't worry about it. He's a tough old dog. He'll be okay. Well, the vet said, okay. You know, and this happened, I don't know, like 20 years ago or something. So the vet said, okay. Put the dog up on the milk tank and put a blanket down, put the old dog on the milk tank, give him a shot, knocked him out, castrated the dog, fixed him. The dog got up and started licking and took off running. The vet said, where's that dog going? He said, hell, I don't know, probably back to his house. He said, how much do I owe you? The vet said, never mind, you don't owe me nothing. So, but that's a true story. You're right, Junkyard. By the way, good morning, Junkyard. You're right. I said good morning to you this morning, I thought, but if I didn't, good morning, Junkyard. You're right. A lot of these big mega channels are worthless, but they still get a following, and the people that are following them are kids that don't buy anything. So, but they get all this advertising, they get all this money from YouTube because they get advertising, but nobody buys anything because they're kids. You know, they don't have money. And if they do buy anything, you know, it's PlayStation or Sega or Genesis or anything like that. And I don't think YouTube has that many commercials for that stuff on it. At least I haven't seen too many. Yeah, it was the neighbor's dog there, Murray. So. Made whoopie pies? Well, I don't know about making whoopie pies, but I don't mind making whoopie. And I'm not talking Whoopi Goldberg either. That's disgusting. Oh, sorry about that. For all you Whoopi Goldberg fans. I hope there's not very many. So. Yep. So I don't know. I just try to do. Oh, we got two more people come walking in here. Nothing better to do. So I don't know. You guys, people watch that show, The View or whatever. And I watched it one time, and uh, I don't know. I just couldn't get the gist of it. Uh, so 4 or 5 old nasty ladies sitting there that cutting down everybody and anybody, just because they don't think the way they think. Nobody's entitled to their own opinion but them people. So about what, the dog or the making whoopee? Yeah. Oh, yeah. The View. Yeah, The View. Good morning, Charles. How are you doing this morning? Gene in here? All right, there, Picker. Have a good one. I'll stop in for a few minutes when you have yours. Then I got to get ready. I got to get all beautiful and go to the orthopedic surgeon. So, good morning, Gene. How are you doing this fine, fine morning? Glad to see you're here. Shouldn't you be out shoveling? Don't give me none of this crap. You're taking a break. You don't need to be shoveling anyways. You got yourself a snowblower now, don't you? Yeah. You know why she had to apologize? Because the network said if you don't apologize, we're going to cancel your contract because when you're saying somebody's mentally ill for praying to Jesus or praying to God because of they believe in God or the religion, and 65% of the country believes in God. You're affecting 65%. It doesn't matter if you're affecting the 65% that are Republican or Democrat, because religion is one thing and politics is another. So you may disagree on politics, but if you still are religious, you're going to agree on that, and that's why she had to apologize. But then again, Joy is just one chromosome from being a primate, anyways. So. And if you ever notice on The View, if they have one person that disagrees with them on The View, one of their panel, they all attack that person. They all attack that person, and that's not right. You're not allowed to have your own opinion. You better do what the rest of The View says, or they'll attack you. So, shoveled yesterday. The deck is clean. Okay. Good morning, Winchy. How are you doing this morning? I would actually like to see The View get took off the air, because there's no two sides to the story. It's always one-sided. And people think Fox News is the same way. Well, no, it's not, because if you get on Fox News, you can watch Sam Shepard, and Sam Shepard, he sits there and cuts down Trump all day long. You get on the 5, they show positive stuff towards Trump, and they show negative stuff towards. But it's like they say, fair and balanced. It's they pretty much let their news anchor or whatever say what they want to do the content they want to do. Not like CNN. And by the way, that's how I fell asleep yesterday. I forgot to tell you guys that I took a 2.5-hour nap yesterday. I was tired. Well, I wasn't tired, but I was in the recliner and I couldn't relax. I couldn't do anything. So I thought, instead of a glass of warm milk, I'll just turn on CNN. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. 30 seconds later, I was asleep. So if you get, to where you can't sleep, just turn on CNN and you'll go to La La Land really quick. So. And I should have did that at 1 o'clock this morning. I should have turned on CNN, but I was too busy watching, the History Channel and Discovery Channel and, all the channels that matter. So Yeah, CNN. So I don't know. That Anderson Cooper, he's something. You know, Wolf Blitzer. Now I remember years ago, Wolf Blitzer used to be a a hell of an anchor, news anchor, and now not so much. That's funny, old mucker. Yeah, I know, because it's a constant on CNN in the junkyard. So, yeah, they have. Wolf Blitzer, I thought actually would have been. Um, I'm talking back during Desert Storm, and the first Iraqi war when he was doing the coverage. I thought, sure, because cable was big, but the cable news networks weren't really all that big. I thought that maybe he would have made, ABC or CBS or NBC, one of the big networks at the time. I figured he was going to be one of their newscasters, like Walter Cronkite was, or Tom Brokaw, or Dan Rather, but he never did get that way. And now we see what's going on, with what Dan Rather, yeah. And what was it? Was it Tom Brokaw that was lied or whatever? Uh, you know, and they did all this just so they could stay afloat, and become more famous or more recognized, and it ended up ruining them. You have a great day too, Charles, and you're a great person too. And you're right, Junkyard. Wolf Blitzer was great back then. I always enjoyed watching Wolf Blitzer because you knew he was going to report the facts. He was going to report the truth. But now the truth doesn't matter. The only thing that matters in news nowadays is the agenda from the person that owns the news company. So they're all liars. You're right. So, and I hate to say that because news ought to be news. There should be no bias. There should be no, one side to it. It should be the truth. And that's what news is supposed to be, is the truth. And it's not. So, and that's a shame because it is a shame. There's so much happening out here in this world that we do not know the truth about because the networks won't let us know the truth. Yet the newscasters or the news reporters, they all know the truth, but they are not allowed to say it. And I have a feeling in a few years there's going to be a lot of books come out with stories from news reporters, of things that actually weren't reported because they wouldn't let them report them, and the truth will come out. I feel it's like the Warren Commission, the newsroom. They're not going to tell you the truth not until 75 years from now. That was what the Warren Commission was supposed to be, at 75 years, and then they changed it to 50 years, and they finally released it because all the people that were involved in it are dead, and that's why. And they still redacted a bunch of stuff you can't find out about, because if you knew how crooked the government was back in 1963 when Kennedy was assassinated, it'd blow your mind to figure out how corrupt the government is now, or was, back in 2015, 16, 14, 12, 11, whatever. So, cool dad from the 80s. Good morning. They canceled school. Are you kidding me, Gene? When I was a kid, I used to walk 5 miles to school uphill both ways in school, clear up to my hip, just so I could start the fire in the morning to warm up the school. and then they would cancel, so they have to wait and put the fire out, and then close it all up, then walk 5 miles back uphill back home. Kids today nowadays, damn. Alana, good morning. I don't know if I said good morning to you, but good morning, Alana. How are you? Yeah, for a little snow. I can't believe it, Junkyard. That's probably because the streets and sidewalks were still warm when the snow was laying there or coming down there, cool, Dad. No, I can't believe cancel snow for just a little snow, 20 inches. Oh, I agree. It was mainly Republicans on the Warren Commission. And I agree 100%, Grizz. But in the last 50 years, Republicans have become the Democrats, and the Democrats have become the Republicans. I'm not going to get into a political agenda or forum today, but that's basically what's happened. Um, you know, I don't blame them, Gene. I wouldn't take them out either. I'd make the kids walk to school. Yeah. So I don't know. I voted Democrat all my life, but I got tired of the the corruption. So I said, there's got to be something better out there. And then Mr. Hare, he decided he would run, and I figured I was going to back that one because he's not a career politician. So that's the party I belong to, Gene. I'm a free thinker. I'm a free thinker. I believe, there's good and bad in both political parties. We just got to weed out the bad on both sides, get in the good, and then take out the lobbyists, because the lobbyists are the corruption of the government. If I pay you money to change your vote in the real world, or in the private sector to change your mind, that's called bribery. In Washington D.C., that's called lobbying. So I don't quite understand where it's against the law in the private sector, but it's completely okay and highly recommended in politics. That's because there's money for the politicians. That's why. You can't make $175,000 a year and be there for 20 years and have nothing when you started, and make $175,000 a year for 20 years and then end up having $250 million. It just don't compute. There's no way you can make that kind of money. Even at high interest rates, there's no way you can make that kind of money. Something just doesn't compute. And did you guys also know that politicians are allowed to get insider trading from Wall Street? That's another thing they are allowed to get. So these big businesses can say, hey, we're going to be selling some stock off tomorrow. We're going to be buying another company. If you want, go ahead and get in on the ground floor of it right now. It's okay for the politicians to do that, but it's not okay for, let's see, Martha Stewart to do it. Huh. Didn't she get a couple of years prison for lying to the government for saying that she didn't do that? But they can do it. I got to get off this government because I'm going to end up upsetting somebody. But every time I think of politicians, I just think we had to go out and turn another 535 of them and then hang each one of them. So you're right, Grizz. But then again, the lesser of two evils here had so much money that he doesn't need their money. So That's the way I was going with it. I wanted to see Jesse Ventura run because when he ran for governor of Minnesota, he was there, and then he said he had to get out of politics because every time he walked next to a politician, he figured he had to take a shower because he felt so dirty, you know. So. David Johnson, how are you doing, sir? Good to see you here. I'll be right back. I got to get a cup of coffee, and I got to turn the coffee maker back on. Well, if you can still hear me, looked out the window. We got some snow. It is snowing now, but I didn't think I'm going to get anything. But we do got some snow. I have to end up riding my sleigh at work today. That's right, I don't work no more. Sorry about that, but make sure I made another pot of coffee for my wife, so when she gets home, she has it. Yeah, I can't figure that out either. And I majored. I didn't major in math, but I'm pretty smart with figures. Like they say, liars don't figure, but figures do lie. Or wait a minute, no, figures don't lie, but liars do figure. I don't know if you guys remember what I was telling you about Harbor Freight yesterday. I went there Sunday, and they had a sale on a welder, and it was $48, or $47 and change, but it was $48. Then they had a 30% off sale. So when I added it all up, the 30% off sale was like $14. So it would have brought it down to $33, okay, around there. Well, then I asked him, I said, well, what's the price on this? So he rang it up and he said, it's $41.68 plus tax. Evidently, their 30%, my 30% is different. I use regular math, and I bet they use Common Core. So, needless to say, I wasn't going to pay them an extra $8, even though that was cheap. I wasn't going to pay them an extra $8 when I knew I was right and they were wrong. So I'll go back to that store in a couple of days, and I'll probably be sitting there because it was an open box. So I'm sure they'll probably have it sitting on a shelf, with a clearance price, even more than what they had on it. So, because they couldn't sell it because it's an open box. A lot of people don't like buying open box stuff. I don't particularly like buying it either, but if I can get a good deal and save some money, even if something's missing, maybe I can buy the part that I need or the piece that I need and still get it for cheap. So. Okay, Gene, I'm gonna send it to you. I don't mind posting it here though. If you want to post it here, you can post it here, I guess. If it's not offensive, there, Grizz. Oh, you're talking about you posted. Well, then I'm going to save that that email right there because I'm going to send Grizz some stuff. Does it have the two dots in front of it too, Grizz? Let me see. I'll put that in my Facebook. No, I'll put that in my. Oh, well, where will I put that? I'll put that in my my Gmail. That way I have your Gmail account there, Grizz. If you want, Grizz, you can take it out of there before too many people get it if you don't want them to have it. So. Be patient with me. I'm trying to get this. Contacts. There we go. Add new. There we go. Okay, I just saved your contacts in there, Grizz. Hope you don't mind. And if you do, oh well. You can block, yeah. So. What favor is that there, David? That I haven't seen him on. He was on here yesterday for a few minutes. Then he went out. Oh, that TubeBuddy? Yeah, I've got TubeBuddy. I'm trying to figure out how to work it. I'm trying to figure out that Amazon thing too that he says. So I'm signed up for it. So. Has anybody seen anything from June? Oh. Yeah, I did that too, buddy. Some of the stuff works on it pretty good. Some of it don't, but some of it does. Yeah, I haven't checked my email yet for that, so. Yeah, I haven't seen her either. I'm kind of worried about her. She wasn't on yesterday, but she put out a fluid motion video, but she hasn't even said that she wasn't going to be on today, or she hadn't even been in the room. I don't like to pay for full price either. So you're right, it's better than nothing. So. Fried bologna sandwich again. You must love your fried bologna. I love it too, but I don't think I could eat it 3 or 4 days a week. So And what's that, Grizz? What's the suggestion for YouTube, buddy? It would be nice if they made it easier. Okay, there, Marie. Thank you for showing up. I appreciate it. It would be nice if they made it easier to go into other channels or go into other videos to look at tags, but you got to go through here and you got to go through this. You got to jump through hoops to get to it. You have a good one, Marie. Nice to see you here. Yeah, you're right. A lot of people can't spell, you know. No, that I seen that one. That was $165, and I was interested in that one, but I didn't have 165 bucks. The only thing I was gonna buy was a 70 amp 70 amp Champion welder. I just sold the same thing last winter in my garage. I had it for sale on Craigslist. I give $10 for it at a yard sale. It was brand new. The guy used it and it burnt the cables on it. So I took an old pair of battery jumper cables and put new cables on it. And this thing worked excellent. I sold that with a leather apron, a leather pair of gloves, and a leather welding rod pouch. And you can buy that at Harbor Freight for 16 bucks. But I bought it at a yard sale for $1 and it was brand new, still in a package. And it was 2 different yard sales, 2 houses apart. So I had $11 into this, plus my time fixing it. And I got 50 bucks for the welder with the apron and the pouch. And I didn't think that was too bad. And the reason why I sold it is because I didn't know if I was ever going to be able to get up and do any work. This was before I had my knee operation and all this other stuff. So I never knew if I was going to be able to do anything. Well, now that I can do some stuff, I want a welder because I got the makings of a sawmill out in my shed. I've been collecting for years, and I got some steel frame stuff. I can make the sawmill head itself and everything, you know. And I just need a welder. I realize a 110 welder is not going to do the job, but I can tack everything together and then take it to a welding shop and have them really weld it together, you know. In which, if you're a welder and can weld good, that's the thing to do is weld it yourself. But if you can weld and just weld mediocre, take it and get it done at a regular welding shop where they do a professional job, and they will guarantee that the welds won't break. So nothing worse than running something and watch a weld break. You know, there's nothing worse than that happening, especially if it's some kind of safety part or whatever. I missed what you said. Eric Martins, how are you doing today? I can't pronounce your name, Shakur. Good morning to you. Yeah, the Texas farm exemption, that's good. That's that $95 Predator motor from Harbor Freight. That's 6 horse. I seen that. See, I've never been to Harbor Freight because I couldn't get around. You know, and they never had electric wheelchair and up in there, so I could get around. Now I can. Well, now it's hard for me to walk now, but I can get around better. So, yeah, I use Google Chrome, Grizz. June Gall, how are you doing, sweetheart? We were just asking about you, seeing if you were okay. We haven't seen you. Yeah, you're right, Grizz. You don't have to do anything, just research it, right? But you know, it makes you go through hoops to get it, though. Um, I'm sorry to hear that, June. Say a prayer for you, help you feel better. We're all worried about you, June. We are all worried about you. Um, don't do anything that's going to hurt you. Okay, go get your cuppa. I used to do everything with a wire stick welder myself. There, old mucker. I'm a big fan in stick welding. I think it's a lot better weld than a wire welder. People say no, you get a better weld. Well, you might think you do, but I don't think you get quite the penetration you do with a stick welder. Christy Betts, good morning. I was going to get off here, but I got 14 people, and as long as I hop in the shower by 9 o'clock, quarter after 9, I'm fine because it only takes 5 minutes to get to the doctor. So, but no, I'm saying when every time you go to get your tags on TubeBuddy, it wants you to, you hit this, and then I can't explain it, but then you got to hit something else, and then you got to go back and hit this again or whatever, and it seems like I spend like 2 or 3 minutes just going from one place to another place just to get the tags to start to come up. You have 7 welders? Well, that's good, Junkyard. I used to have a 220 stick, and I used to have a one. I used to have actually. I had 3 110 stick welders. I had a couple of them that were probably 40 years old, and I put new cables on them, and I put them out in a yard sale, and I had only $40 on them a piece, and people looked at them and bought them because they were antique. And so, what are you gonna do with it? He said, I'm gonna put it in my shop on the shelf, and just leave it sit there. I, took the covers off, cleaned them up. I repainted it, made it look nice. So I used to do that with riding lawnmowers too. I'd get riding lawnmowers, bring them in, strip them completely down, clean them up, go through them, paint them, put new tires on them if they needed, and do the whole 9 schmeal. When I pulled it out, it looked like a brand new rider, new decals on it, everything. And there's money to be made in the older riders. If you buy an older rider and you fix it up and it runs good, you can get just as much for an older rider now that you could for a new rider. So, oh, you got the 2 old. Yeah, I used to have them 2 Tombstone old Lincolns too. Those are pretty neat. Years years ago, um, Miller Welding Company come to my dad's shop when they were first starting out with a wire welder, and they brought the welders in, and they wanted somebody to try them out and see what they thought of them. So they give them a month with them, and my dad was one of the guys to use them, and there's only like 8 or 9 people that worked there at the shop at the time. So my dad would use it, and he thought it was nice, but he didn't like it, so he changed it around. And the guy that come for the own the welder supply salesman come in to see how they liked them, and he looked at the welder my dad had, and he said, "Well, what'd you do to this?" My dad said, "Well, I changed it around." He said, "Well, why did you change it around?" Years ago, they used to have the trigger up here, so you had to push down with your thumb when you were welding. He said that was uncomfortable as all heck. So my dad turned it around, put the trigger on it. So when you fired it off, you used the trigger. And they started making them with a trigger finger. So I should have gotten some royalties out of that one, but he didn't. So, but I guess that y'all can thank him for that. Probably one of your transformers is bad. So, um, You got Miller welder, Lincoln, Wider, Weider, or something like that. So, yeah, Miller welder. Yeah. Megan's blog. How are you doing this morning? Good to see you here. You're right. They would have them aluminum and copper, connections, and they would get loose because the heat would expand and contract, expand, contract, and so you always had to do a little bit of maintenance on them every couple of weeks or whatever. You go in there and check the connections and stuff. And that could be it. Val weld. But I've had a few welders in my lifetime. I just want. I don't have two. Well, I got 220 out in the garage, and I got a generator that can run 220. But I don't want to put. I don't want to get a 220 welder because my last garage I had 50 foot of cable, 220 cable, hooked to my welder, and my welder was on wheels, so I could actually wheel my welder. I plugged it in one area, and I could wheel it to anywhere in the garage, or I could take it out and weld in the driveway with it. So, and I had 20-foot leads on it, so that gave me about 70 feet from the point of plug-in to where I could actually move it. So, and I brought it here, and I was getting, I got sick and I couldn't use it, so I sold that, and I give the guy a hell of a good deal on it. I got $225 for it, and he thought, well, that was a little expensive because he figured it was only going to be about $150. I said, well, I can give you that, and then I'll just give you the regular cable that goes with it because I had, the plug-in. I said I had that, and I'll just take, the 50-foot extension off it. Oh, no, 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 I like that. Well, of course, but you got to pay for that because that stuff isn't cheap. That's $2.50 a foot. So, yeah, if it still welds, the guts are still good. But if it's not getting hot, you got a transformer or a bad connection someplace not making full contact. So, welcome to Welder Talk. Megan, it's nice to see you here. I went into your live the other day. I don't know if you see me there. I did say hi. Give you a thumbs up. Yeah. Oh, 5/32. So that'll do a 1/4 inch. Not too many people on the farm have more than, unless you're on a farm, have anything thicker than a 1/4 inch. You know. Yeah, I know you were having problems because you was freezing up on me and buffering and stuff. So I seen that. You're welcome. I try to show channel up to everybody. Sometimes I can make it to all of them, sometimes I can't. So I usually get up in the morning and try to hit a few before I go on. And this morning I got on and there was only 2 of them on. And I went to both of them and their live streams weren't on no more, but the light was on. Yeah, exploratory surgery. Yeah. You got to crack her open and see what's going on there, junkyard. So make sure you got it unplugged. And I don't think they have any capacitors in there, but make sure that there is any capacitors in there. You got the electrical out of it. Try striking it a couple of times or whatever. So. Yeah, and you're right. With an excavator or something like that, you're going to have thicker metal than a 1/4 inch. But 90% of the stuff you have, Grizz, probably isn't a 1/4 inch thick, is it? I absolutely love that little tractor you got with the backhoe on it or the bucket on it and stuff. I think that's pretty cool. Yeah, watch the capacitors because those things will bite. If they, I don't know if a welder has one in there or not, but if it does, man, watch that because that will bite you. Yeah. In fact, that's what I'm gonna make my framework for my sawmill out of is some bed frames. Um, because it's not going to be a big one. It's only going to be one that'll handle like a 22-inch log, and that'll be it. Nothing bigger than that. Because all I want to be able to do is make at biggest 8x8s. So well, then I guess you're going to need something bigger. Yeah, yeah. Charge the condenser. Yeah, just reach out and sparky and touch you. Yeah. Some of them condensers, man, will stop your heart. So you guys got to watch that. You're right. Somebody has to always pick it up and play with it. Yeah. Now, my dad years ago used to wire his car when he was a kid. He would wire his car to run off the coil. And when people would come over and, look through the window and, talk to him and put their arms on the top of the car, he would hit the switch, man, and boom, they quickly got away from the car. They would stand back. He wouldn't lean on the car anymore. So he used to do that at the parts store. Bed frames are really strong. The people don't realize it, but they are. You figure out if it's got two people on it, and depends on how big a person is. But I weighed 400. My wife weighs 140. So that's 500. Plus the bed and everything, that's 600 pounds it can hold. And when you're making a framework that's less than 3.5 feet wide or 4 feet wide, less than that, you really don't have a span for that much channel to get bent up or whatever. And if you're not happy with the strength of it, you can always double it up. So because it's not like it's going to hurt it anybody getting it extra strong. But I've got probably 100 videos that are in my liked videos are bandsaw, sawmill videos. So, and I don't want nothing big, put a little 6-horse on it. I got to buy some more channel, but I've got like 30 feet of 2-inch square tubing. I need to get another 30 foot of it. So by the time I do my cross members and stuff, I can do like a 16-foot track. And I think I should be able, a 16-foot log would be nice. Not that saying I'd ever even do a one log at all, but if I ever get it made and it looks nice, maybe I'll use it, or somebody else will like it better than I do. So. I wouldn't have to support so much on a 20-inch log, but bed frame springs too much. Okay. What if you doubled up, put two pieces, doubled up the angle? East Dad, good morning. And Mel just come out with a live stream. This snow ain't done. Well, like they say about March, 19 thumbs up so far. Well, I'll be darned. Any thumbs down? Oh. In like a lion, out like a lamb. So today is the 13th. So hopefully it'll start warming up in the next few days. I've got to get to the health department and get me a permit. I'm going to run my hot dog cart a couple of days this month so I can get my license renewed, because you got to have an inspection. You got to do 2 inspections a year. And I was expecting to do 3 more shows this winter, but they backed out of them. So that was my inspection time. So now I got to go out in the winter time and sit at some place and pitch hot dogs and probably won't make any money, but at least I'll get my inspections done. When your acid was bad. Well, where are you healthier now? Were you healthier at 200 there, Mucker? I know a lot of people, they lose a lot of weight, man. They don't feel good and all this other stuff. And then they start to gain the weight back and they feel a little bit better. They're more sure footed. They're not, fumbly and all that other stuff. 20 now. I forgot. Well, good. Don't forget me, old Mucker. That's the first thing I do when I go into a room is slap the old thumbs up. Send them to me, Junkyard. I'll use them. No, I'm not. No, I'm not talking about bed frames for the rail there. I'm talking about to make the sawmill head itself there, Grizz. I'll use the bed frames for that. I've got 2x2 heavy wall channel. I got 30 foot of it. I want to get another 30 foot of it. I got a 24-foot section, and then I got a 6-foot section. And then what I'm going to do with that is, the 6-foot section I'll cut into 3-foot chunks, and then put that in the center. And if I get another, I want to make it 16 feet, so I'll cut the 24 foot down to 16 feet, so I can run, actually I'll probably take it down to 18 feet, so I can run actually a 16-foot log with it. You know what I mean? And I'll use the excess to run cross bracing from the rails. And I just got to figure out what I'm going to set it on. If I want to set it on a trailer frame, or if I want to set it on, on the ground, and then, make a mounting bracket so I can slip a temporary axle underneath it to tow it or what. But yeah, so yeah, I got like 5 frames out there. I think I got enough to make the head, with, but I would never use it for the, frame for the log or whatever. No. Actually, what I wanted to use the 2x2 head tubing for was actually probably to make the trailer frame it, to make the frame itself for a, to mount it for a trailer, and either put like a drop axle in it, or where it can be mounted on a trailer frame itself. But I would actually like to put it on an axle underneath it, and then set it someplace, drop the legs down, then peel the tire off from the work side so you're not catching that or whatever, and cover the tire with a heavy steel piece or whatever, to make sure the drum gets okay, or the drum is okay. And you got to put a ramp over that drum, so you roll the log up on it. You're right. Start it on the ground. That would probably be the better idea. Well, I'm glad your BMI is perfect now there, old Mucker. Coping alone, how are you doing this morning? I didn't see you come in. Much love to you. Bama Grits, how are you doing this morning? Glad to see you here. I was missing you this morning. So, you all rested up from the big trip home? So. Better late than never. You're right, David. Yeah, old Mucker, at 140, you probably felt like death warmed over. So, I'm glad to see you're still here, June. Are you feeling any better? I hope so. So. Okay, Copen, I'm glad to see you here. I hope you are doing better. Um, I don't know whatever I talked to you about the other day, if any of that helped you or not, but I hope it did. Um, you know, that's all I can say is I hope you felt some comfort in it or whatever. So, no, you're not rested up yet. Well, have your husband rub your shoulders there, Bama Grits, and get you all loosened up. May take a week or so. Yeah. But I bet it was fun, wasn't it, Bama? So, yeah. Hugs and kisses to you too there, Coping. Have a good day. It was nice to see you. Poof. That's funny. No. Yeah, they pulled 2 vials of blood, one to test and the other one to sell. Yeah, I think that's what they do to me. I got to go Thursday and get 14 vials pulled out of me. So yeah, they'll probably test one of them and sell the rest of them to the Red Cross. That's how they're making their money. Don't think he's up to the task. Yeah. Well, I'm good. I'm glad, June. Uh, you know, take it easy. Just don't overexert yourself. You know, we're all pulling for you, June. So, and Mama Dog, she's not here, but I'm sure she's pulling for you too, June. Yeah, blood pudding supplier. That's about it. Yeah. I told them when I was in the hospital, man, they come in at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning, take blood, wake you up. You can't get no sleep in the hospital because they're constantly waking you up. Prayers to you too, Alana. Thank you. Well, they're constantly waking you up, drawing blood. And, they would miss all the time. She'd stab me 3 or 4 times in order to get blood. And I said, why don't you go get a junkie? Because it doesn't matter how high that junkie is, they can always get a vein. I've never seen a junkie yet miss, So. I have yet to watch any of them yet, but I will get in there and watch them there. Bama. Hey, we go back. Yeah, sell it back to you. Yeah. Okay, everybody. Pick a Rick just went live. So if you want to go to Pick a Rick, he just went live. And I encourage everyone to go to him if you leave here. I'm going to be on here for another 12 minutes. At 8:45, I'll get off. So you can stay and talk to me, or you can go and see Pick a Rick. I have no problem with that. So. Yeah, they say it takes practice, but then again, I think that practice would all go out the door. If you're a junkie and so high you can't see straight, and you're jonesing for a fix, you're kind of shaking. Now, even shaking like that, they can still hit it. Right, shaking it from side to side. Well, if I start to do this, Grizz, I will get a hold of you and talk. Have you talk to me, or I'll talk. Well, we'll talk to each other, but get some advice from you. On the phone. That way we can talk. Mano on mano. Yeah, you need to go home before they kill you. Yeah. So, yeah, guess you'll never be one. Okay, that's completely up to you. You can stay here and listen to me, the ramblings of an old fool. So I appreciate y'all staying, but like I said, if you want to go, that's fine. So, and by the way, June, you're looking lovely as ever. Hopefully, we get this hip stuff sorted out there, Grizz, and I can start doing that this summer. Uh, Primal Fear Gaming, how are you doing this morning, sir? Hopefully, okay. I've got like a 20-foot concrete slab out there, 24-foot by 20-foot concrete slab that's level. So I'm going to build it all out there, and so either that or do it on the one side of my garage because I've got a big 2-car garage. So it's about 26 feet by 30 feet. So I can build it in my garage. I'd hate to have to clean out my garage in order to build it in there. So, but that's what I want to do is I want to build one of them. I've been wanting to build one for years. So, got 24 now. All right. So, and I got a friend that's got 40 acres of woods. He wants me to go in there. He said, "Do you ever get one? You come in here." And he's got a tractor. He says, "I want you to take down, the dead ones first, and you can cut them up for firewood or use them if they're, good in your logs. And then after you get the dead ones out, we'll start working on the live ones." So I said, "Well, we can do that." So I'll never think I'll be able to log out 40 acres by myself because that's probably a hell of a job. So you are looking as lovely as ever, old mucker. Um, in all actuality, I just wanted to build this bandsaw so I could actually build me a cabin, And if I never cut another board after I got it all done, I'd be happy with it. But I just want to, 8 by 8 logs, and that's what I wanted to put up, in at least 16 footers at a time. So for a chainsaw debarker, okay. I will, Grizz. I'll start checking Craigslist and stuff around here because we got a lot of timber and stuff around here. So the thing to do is I'd actually like to go up north because you can buy pine logs right from the mill. And I don't know what they're getting for them a piece, but they're 16 or 18-inch pine logs, and you can get them 24 foot long. And the last time I knew, I think they were getting like $70, I believe, for a complete pine log. And I think that's like a 16-foot or 16-inch, and I think it's 24 foot or something like that. I don't know if that, I think that's pretty cheap myself but I ain't for sure. But if somebody had a few $1,000s to just throw into some logs, that would be the thing. On a log mill to, dance all that, log them out or, mill them down. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure the bark is what ruins the blades. So have you seen that guy that's got that 30-foot lathe, or I think what it is, a 24-foot lathe, Grizz? He has a log lathe, and he built it himself in his garage, and it uses a lot of bicycle parts and stuff like that. It's pretty neat. And it doesn't turn the log fast, but it turns the log steady, and he can mill a log perfectly round with it, or lathe a log perfectly round. It's pretty neat. It's on YouTube. You have to just, log lathe or something like that. It's pretty neat. And that's what he built it for, is because he wanted to do, it would take off the bark, but he wanted to get the logs perfect, the size, each one of them, and then, mill them flat on each side. so for a log house. So. Cedar is another nice tree, man. It's pretty neat. It doesn't move fast. I mean, this thing is by far not fast, but it's slow and steady gets the job done. So he's got the pulleys on it for the belt driver. Actually, the old big balloon bike tire rims, I believe, if I'm right. And he took the bike tire rims and I think he cut out a piece of steel and put it inside it, to make a rim, a solid rim, and then he mounted that. And he used some chain and stuff like that. So it was pretty neat. And I think he's got a pedal on it. He uses the chain driving the pedal to adjust the height and the width and all this other stuff. It's pretty neat. So. I'm sure she understands Bama. So. But it's kind of neat there, Grizz, if that's what you're interested in. So. Junkyard, you had to have a tree guy come here and check that huge cedar out and see what they'd give you for it, because that's a money tree right there, man. Especially if it's good. I only want to cut down one tree. That would be a redwood. Preferably about 250 feet tall and about 30 feet across. That'd be plenty big enough to build a house. And then some. You see some of them old pictures of the old loggers, man, and they got these giant trees that you can't find anymore. I mean, these trees are 15 feet across, humongous. Isn't that unreal? So. Let's see. I missed something right here. Christy was asking Bama something. So. Don't open any emails or messages from dog at Free Music. I'm glad to see you here. I'm going to be shutting her down in a couple minutes, but did you get them a couple of Facebook messages I sent you? Huh. That's a pretty good size. Charles, you're back. So. Oh, I can believe it. You deleted them immediately. I told you I had some risque stuff to send you there, Free Music, and you said, okay, send it. If you don't want me to send you any more, let me know and I won't send that to you. So I just thought that's what you wanted me to send you. Well, at least you probably needed to sleep there, Charles. So. And if I offended you, I'm sorry, Free Music. I thought that's what you liked. So. Yeah, you got a little lag there, Alabama. So. Did you music man played the vids until his eyes popped out? Okay. You still hear free music? Well, it is 8:45. Um, okay, well, that's what I thought when I said I was going to send you some risque stuff, and you said go ahead and send it, but I won't send you any more. Okay, I won't do that. I just thought that's well, what we were talking about. That's what you knew I was going to send you. So, palm blisters. There you go. You're right. Well, it's 8:45. Um, you guys, I'm going to take off because I got to take a shower and get ready. I've got to go to the doctor's at 10:20. So by the time I take a shower, get ready, and eat some breakfast and stuff, it's going to be close to that. Um, well, that's good there, Junkyard. I appreciate each and every one of you guys for being here. I can send you some gag stuff too when I get it there. I'll send you just the gag stuff. I won't send you the risque stuff. So, but it was nice having each and every one of you guys here. I appreciate each and every one of you. I really do. If it wasn't for you, I would have no business being here. And you guys make my day. And hopefully, when you walk away from here, you have a smile on your face, or you walk away from here saying, "God, that guy is nuts." But if you do either one, at least I know I affected your life some way and somehow. You too, Grizz. You take care. Y'all take care. And God bless to each and every one of you. And if you go someplace, please be careful. Not because of you, but be careful of the other person. Because it's not normally, it's the other person that you have to watch out for. So just be careful. You're welcome, David. Thanks for showing up. God bless to each and every one of you. And I sincerely mean that. Y'all have a good day. I'll give you a few minutes to say your goodbyes.